Hi guys, welcome back to the teaching and learning. These are the this video is about the important terms and meanings. As I have explained and listed some important terms, not a some, but that exactly you need it for your Ecd pedagogy. So I couldn't explain all, but what I found are something new that you should know before the test. So I'm going to cover in this video. So don't skip the video, watch all these, and these are very important. Okay, so without wasting the time, I'm going to share the screen from a family-centered approach. This part, you should know that what does reciprocal means. That's the balanced relationship between school and family that creates an environment where children feel relaxed and confident. So as you know that I wrote the keyword, which is the family-centered approach. So in the family-centered approach, this is that how you are going to involve the parents into the learning. So creating a respectable and effective balanced performance should create a family-centered approach in which parents and professionals work together. So you should, as a teacher, communicate every single information that's happening in the classroom with the parents and get information from the parents. So there are the different ways I have already explained how you're going to share with the parents. Second thing, these were the teacher-centered and student-centered learning approach and family-centered, which I have mentioned already. The teacher-centered, that you have to put the teacher as an expert in the classroom, and students are novices. The child-centered teaching places in the child as the focus of the learning. So this is another thing. Family-centered approach in working with the families, both. So how you need it, okay. Deductive and inductive approaches. Deductive reasoning work from the more general to more specific, and inductive reasoning works from the moving from specific observations to the generalizations of theory. I have detailed lessons about all these terms individually. Then other is what is tangram, which is the 7 board of skills. It is discussion puzzle consisting of 7 flat polygons called tens. So 2 large triangles, 2 small triangles, 1 medium triangle, 1 square, and 1 parallelogram. The another important term is the what is pentominos. Pentominos, as you can see here, that's easy to understand Filipino. Pentomino is a plane geometric figure formed by joining 5 equal squares edge to edge with 5 cells. There are the 12 pentominos. So you should know there's individual video about the pentominos. Now again, in the family-centered approach, 2 terms are important. One is the screening and assessment. Engage children with the parents, setting the assessment criteria, how you are going to assess the children, early child. So you have to involve the parents. So share with the regular patterns and indicate screen children's performance criteria in the progress, and give the feedback to the parents, like their habits and interest. Let the parents write the notes. Okay, use approved methods to inform parents how you're going to communicate. So that's important. So in the screening, means to look closer how your child is developing. This is what we use the screen in early child development. You will get the brief test. You will complete questionnaire about your child. So this is a complete way of the collecting data. So tools of screening: formal questionnaire or a checklist, a physical and mental screen. You should know that, okay. You know that what we do, that we measure the children's height and like that. Screening, language, movement, emotions, behavior, and thinking. And then share this information with the parents. And the second is the assessment, how you're going to assess the children's, okay, how your children's learn over time. So milestones in playing, that how they are playing, speaking, behaving, interacting, responding, moving. So you know that the assessment in early child and the rest of the phases of the schools are different. I use checklist assist development, share with the parents. Okay, so this is kind of the way of communicating as well. Two more important things are skills and convergent and divergent thinking. So these two are the types of the lateral thinking, keep in your mind. Okay, is the process of thinking in the multiple possible solution in order to generate creative ideas. However, the convergent process figuring concrete the solution of any problem. So these are the two things. Convergent, it's for the solutions to problem. However, divergent thinking is for the creative ideas. And these two are the types of the lateral thinking. What is the object permanence? This is another important aspect. Jean Piaget, from Jean Piaget's theory. The object permanence describe a child's ability to know that objects continue to exist even though they can no see the longer. Suppose this phone, okay, you have in front of your child. If it has disappeared for a while and your child couldn't see for a long time, okay, maybe they are twice or something. So this is what exactly we call that even it disappeared, that it stayed for the longer. So the object permanence means to continue to exist even though they can no longer be seen. If the twice he or she couldn't see, this is what exactly they have to trust, that these objects are still existing even they can't see or they don't have in front of. And when our objective isn't from sight in front, so this is clear. Now, theories, approaches of the observation, evolution regarding techniques. And a major theories, behaviorism, cognitivism, constructivism, design rhythm, humanism. Okay, I have individually explained. Now, approaches to the observation. So 3 approaches to the observation: control observation, naturalistic observation, participant observation. So evaluation is a feedback from instructor. However, assessment is feedback from the student. So keep in mind, this is the big difference. Evaluating is a feedback from instructor. However, assessment is feedback when they are writing an exam. This is the feedback from how much they have learned. So observation and recording technique. One of the most common way to observe and record the behavior is anecdotal recording, okay, and encoding, decoding, I have already listed, okay. Of the more common observation approach used by teachers in a school is a technique where the observer writes a description of the behavior of the interest. This is a scripted document as typically completed students' behavior and all these data. This is a momentary time sampling, which is called MTS, is an approach to use when behavior occurs at a high rate, kind of the misbehave, that the teacher has to record all of the data. The second is the ABC observation, which is then antecedent behaviors of consequences observation. Is also popular approach used when viewing students' behavior. The observer typically uses a sheet of paper with lines and drawings. Okay, so this is a repetitive action of the children's, and like a kind of the diagnosis. Okay, so for the certain time period, they will be rating the children's behavior and then observe the changes. So I'm just giving you the overview of these and the research-based teaching. These are some types, okay? The scaffolding, concept mapping. So these are the research-based: brain science, cooperative technique, reinforcing informed metacognition, anticipation. These are the research-based teaching. Research-based learning, ask questions, mental images, new information, recognize new words and prediction. Repertoire of teaching approach. This is the most important thing. Okay, collection are a sum of teaching technique, strategies, methods, proportion. It provides for deliberate and thoughtful choice between knowledge process and pedagogical tools. and matching of these learner needs and a disciplinary context. This you should know about. Don't miss this. The reinforcement domains, the negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement, and the negative punishment, positive punishment. So negative reinforcement is removing an adverse stimuli to enhance a behavior. You are taking something. Positive is adding something. You are giving something. Suppose money or any, I think, okay, you ask your children, I'm going to give you mobile if you're going to get grades of A1 plus A star, whatever. A negative punishment is removing a pleasant stimuli to delete a behavior. And reinforcement versus punishment, both reinforcement and punishment can modify behavior. The difference between them is that reinforcement is aimed to increase target behavior and punishment is to decrease. So reinforcement to increase the behavior, however, punishment to decrease the behavior. So decrease the what behavior? Increasing positive behavior, decreasing negative behavior. So these are some important, in a very limited time, I thought I want to share with you. So again, good luck, and kindly, if you think these videos are useful, please support Teaching and Learning Pedagogy TLS. Thank you so much. We'll be meeting in the next lesson.